I never planned to fall in love. And definitely not while hiding behind someone else's identity. But sometimes, the things we run from have a way of finding us. And the person I pretended to be online was nothing compared to the person she brought out in me. This is the story of how a small lie became the biggest truth of my life. My name is Daniel. 23. Quiet. Invisible. At least, that's how I felt most days. Life wasn't bad, it was just empty. Friends? A few. Relationships? None worth mentioning. Confidence? Barely existing. So when I created a new account online, using a picture that wasn't mine, it wasn't to scam anyone. It wasn't to hurt anyone. It was simply because I didn't think anyone would want the real me. The name I chose? Jaden. Cooler. Sharper. Someone people might actually want to talk to. I told myself it was harmless. Just talking. Just passing time. But then, she appeared. Her username was simple, Alara. Profile picture, a blurry sunset. Bio, learning life one mistake at a time. I don't know why that line pulled me in. But it did. I sent her the first message. Just as simple. Hey, I like your quote. She replied 4 minutes later. Alara. Hey, are you going through one of those mistakes too? Her honesty caught me. No one ever spoke that openly with me before. We chatted. Not flirting. Not pretending. Just talking. And it felt easy. Too easy. But every time she asked about my life, I had to answer as Jaden, not Daniel. And every lie made me wish I was someone else even more. Days passed. Then weeks. Soon, Alara became the first notification I checked every morning. We talked about everything. Her fear of being abandoned. My fear of being unnoticed. Our dreams. Our failures. Our anxieties. She laughed at my jokes. She opened up about her past. She trusted me. But she trusted Jaden. Not the real me. And the worst part? The more she trusted me, the more I hated the lie I was living. One night, she said something that froze my heart. Alara, you're the only person I feel safe talking to. I stared at those words for a long, long time. My hand shook. My breath slowed. Because in that moment, I realized I was falling for her. And she wasn't falling for me. She was falling for a ghost. It started with a simple message. Can we call tonight? I panicked. A video call? Impossible. Jaden's face wasn't mine. I ignored the message. Pretended to be busy. Said my camera was broken. But she didn't buy it. Not fully. That night, she sent a voice note instead. Her voice. Soft, shy, trembling slightly at the end. It shattered me. She said, I just want to hear you. Even if the camera doesn't work. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't let her hear Daniel's voice. When she thought she was talking to Jaden, I felt sick. Like the lie had become a cage. And I was the one locking myself in. A week passed after I dodged the call. Things felt tense, different. Then she asked, why don't you show your face? I feel like you're hiding something. My heart dropped. Because she was right. I was hiding everything. I typed a long paragraph explaining how Jaden had a scar on his face he was insecure about. It wasn't true, of course. But she believed it. At least, she acted like she did. But the next message she sent told me she wasn't convinced. Alara. Sometimes the people who hide the most are the ones who want to be loved the deepest. That sentence hit me hard. Because she wasn't talking about Jaden. She was talking about me, without even knowing. The more I tried to distance myself, the deeper she pulled me in. We talked every single day. She told me about her childhood fears, her trust issues, how she felt unworthy of love, how she never believed someone would choose her on purpose. Every confession she made was like a knife, because I was doing the very thing she feared the most, lying. And yet, she continued trusting me, opening her heart, letting me into places she hid from the world. One night she said, Jaden, do you think we met for a reason? My breath caught. I wanted to say yes. I wanted to say her name. I wanted to tell her everything. But instead, I said the safest lie I could think of. Maybe. Then out of nowhere, a new name showed up in her stories. Evan. A guy from her college. Someone real. Someone she saw every day. She mentioned him casually at first. Then more often. And every time she did, an unexpected emotion burned in my chest. Jealousy. I hated it. I had no right to feel it. Jaden wasn't real. Daniel wasn't brave enough to confess. But the idea of her choosing someone else, while loving a lie I created, was unbearable. One night, she said something that broke me. Evan asked me out today. I stared at the message for so long my screen dimmed. Then she sent another. What do you think I should say? My chest tightened. My pulse raced. I wanted to scream. No. Choose me. Choose the one who stays up every night thinking about you. Choose the one who knows every part of your heart. Instead, I typed, say yes if he makes you happy. And when I hit send, it felt like I had just given away the only treasure I ever had. Hours passed. No reply. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't. My mind kept replaying everything. Her laugh. Her voice. Her stories. Everything I was about to lose. At 2:14 a.m., my phone buzzed. It was her. Alara. I didn't say yes. My heart jumped. Then another message. I couldn't. Because there's someone else I already like. And I think you know who it is. I froze. Was she talking about me? Jaden? The fake version of myself? I didn't respond. I couldn't. My emotions were too loud, too messy, too intense. A few minutes later, she sent the message that pushed everything over the edge. Jaden, I think I'm falling for you. And that was the moment I knew the lie had gone too far. Stared at her message for what felt like forever. I had two options. Tell her the truth. Risk losing her forever. Risk hurting her deeply. Continue the lie. Keep her affection. But build a relationship on a foundation that would eventually collapse. Neither choice felt right. Neither choice felt fair. But she deserved the truth. Even if it cost me everything. I typed. There's something you need to know. My hand shook. My vision blurred. Before I could type the rest, a new message popped up from her. Before you say anything. I already know. I stopped breathing. No, what? Then she sent a voice note. I pressed play. Her voice was soft, steady, almost sad. I've known for a while, Daniel. My heart fell straight through the floor. She said my real name. My real identity. She continued. I knew the pictures weren't you. I knew your voice notes were typed, not spoken. I knew you were hiding. But I didn't leave because I wanted you to trust me enough to stop hiding. I felt my throat close. She knew. All this time. She knew. And she stayed. I finally gathered the courage to call her. Not as Jaden. Not behind a filter or a lie. But as Daniel. She answered. Her voice was gentle, like she had been waiting. I apologized. Over and over. My voice cracked. My heart broke. She listened quietly. Then said, I didn't fall for Jaden. I froze. I fell for the person who stayed up talking to me when I felt alone. The person who remembered the little things. The person who cared more than anyone ever has. Her voice softened. I fell for you, Daniel. Even if you were scared to be yourself. I didn't know what to say. For the first time, I felt seen. Truly seen. Then she whispered the words that ended the call. But started everything else. Next time we talk, show me the real you. And for the first time in my life, I believed I was someone worth showing.
Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and don't forget to turn on notifications for stories like this.